So continuing.
Hooray!
Okay, so so now we... Oh, fuck. No.
I think we've lost the gang.
No.
Which, again, if this is a film, which is a 3-act structure, meeting the gang at kind of like the start of the second act, losing them at the end of the second act, and sort of like and the start of the third act being alone is just pretty, that's movie to us. Like, we spent a lot of the first bit alone, as a child's movie would be, and then sort of we found this colourful cast of characters, including a panda who shits fire, and then we lost them, and the journey of the little red frog,
and a sly, frog nemesis as well.
Oh yeah,
we had our arch enemy. Where
I never considered him like that, but there's one behind us.
There's one behind. Okay, I'll wait for him to catch.
It's gonna be a doofy one, like
3,
it always will
2,
be.
1. Wait, where are you?
Like, when you lose the actual gang, you kind of then find like
you
the doofy rabbit. This is gonna be like
look at you, little ginger rabbit. Oh, you
lead on, as well. Lead on,
yeah. Lead on. Okay.
4. Press the question mark.
Oh. Blah. Wait, alright. What do you want? I'm sorry. I don't know. Okay, fine.
Adventure!
Follow me! So, continuing, Joe.
Yes.
So, you were explaining in the last episode, whatever we'll call it, your sort of mental well-being, how you felt, and especially the really difficult times that you had at the end of university.
Yes.
But, how did you act on these? What steps did you take to maybe, improve the situation, or just to sort of be with it in a better way?
I don't know.
Ooh,
I see someone. I've seen someone for a while. It's ending in a couple of weeks. But sort of, I've seen someone for a while. Talk about it.
Okay.
Like,
so when did you start seeing this therapist?
January, February 2016.
I mean, that's been fairly. I mean, if we're talking about
so I don't know when it's going to go out. So yeah, life. Yeah, I mean, again, I finished university coming up to probably 3 years ago. I think 2 years ago. Yeah, rabbit.
Okay, I think we got a rabbit time.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
Back to the den. There we go.
Yeah. No. Very, very recently. When in terms of life. But yeah, like I mean. It's one of those things. Like a lot of people, you just denied it for a while. It's people like, you should maybe see someone. It's like, yeah, that sounds like a good idea, but you just don't do anything. And eventually, it's just sort of like, do something about it. And it's like, all right, cool. Like, and yeah, like, I was averse to it partly because I'd never done it before, and my mind therefore couldn't get around how it would work. Like, because when you see therapy in any kind of media, it's always like. It's a very simple thing of like, it's therapy that someone who's not a therapist could write. Oh, yeah. Hooray!
Alright, hold on 1 second.
Back to the den.
It's
the
still
den
going.
being the desktop.
But let's see. I'm sure I could edit this. As
well, no, it's cool. Definitely.
But hold on for that. That's the weird thing. Hold on for that great thing you were going on.
Oh, God. You're building it up.
I know. I was enjoying it, honestly.
Happy New Year. Thank you.
No, okay. Oh, look. Now.
There's a rabbit. There.
There. Sweet.
You went, oh, now. Wait, what? You couldn't see him.
I got confused with them.
Oh, that rabbit. Look at him. He's like, he's either jonesing for a hit, he needs a pee, or he's giving himself some pleasure.
He's about to rob a bank, doesn't he? He's like,
yeah, he looks. Hey, you got any carrots? Yeah, like carrots are great. Like, I'll take lettuce. That's what I'll take. It's cool. God, I forgot where we were at.
Before we were getting sidetracked, you were telling me about what it was like going to the therapist at first.
Because you don't know what it's like. Because every therapy that you see in media is just the way that a writer would write therapy, where it's just sort of like, I feel bad about something. Have you considered this? Yes. That's the thing I needed to consider.
And then it changes everything.
Yeah.
Suddenly, the whole world opens up.
It's kind of like that, I'll be honest with you. A lot of it is sort of like, oh, Rabbit runs amazingly. I love how it runs. It's kind of like, it's essentially, to break it down to a very, it's uncomplicated sort of thing. It's like, I think like this. Have you tried thinking like this? Interesting. Like it's essentially it's unraveling knots in your mind, and like the purpose of it is to make you be able to cope without it. Like, you know, it's one of those things where it's like, you know, if at the end of it you still need it, then, you know, it's not been done right, sort of thing. You know, like the whole purpose is to eventually get to a point where you wouldn't need to do it again, or you're equipped in your own head. It's like it's the teach a man to fish thing.
Yeah, you get a toolkit.
Yeah, exactly. You get a toolkit in your head, and you know, sort of like now you can make the repairs. And, you know, they're making repairs while also teaching you repairing. Yeah, and that's kind of like what it's about. It's interesting. We got very candid. Like, I didn't realize how candid I'd become on this until like I now look back at it and I'm like, oh god. Like, I'm sure it's fine.
No, it's great. But okay, but so how was it when you went at the first time? Did you? I mean, you said in the previous video, you know, your environment was like, be a tough northern man and all that. Typical.
I think I overstated that. No one was ever like, be a tough northern man. Like, I'm one of the least northern. I'm not least northern. I'm not very overtly northern, which annoys me to an extent because I almost want to be a bit more.
To the bad viewers out there, he sounds American.
Yeah, not American. Like got a weird voice.
No, just an interesting room.
On New Year's Eve we went out, me and a few people, and we were at the train station. We went to Primrose Hill in London to watch the fireworks, and this person I was talking to, and he's like, "You're American." I was like, "No, actually, weirdly, I'm Northern," because I have this conversation a lot, and I'm always like, "No." He's like, "No, you're not." I'm like, "I mean, yes, I am. Like, whatever you say doesn't change, you know, reality." And he was like, "No, you're not." And then this woman in front was like, "Yeah, he's not." I was like, "Who are you?" And she was like, "Ooh, okay then." I was like, "What? You're a stranger?" Just sort of like having a go at me. And then weirdly, me and the first guy started like ganging up on this like woman and being like, "No, screw you! Like, how dare you!" Like, and there was almost like a nice camaraderie there. Like, I'd won him over. But yeah, it's more like if you come from an environment where they've never really had to use therapy before, then it's not necessarily something you would spot. That's what I would say. Like, if you don't really consider therapy or talking about mental health a big thing, and then you see someone struggling with it, you don't really know what to say to be like, "I think you should do this," or whatever like that. Like, you kind of have to let them touch you. There's been a lot of support. Like, you know, it's not. I'm not going to downplay the support because it's been like a lot of it. So I'm not going to sort of be like, and it's me. You know, here I go again on my own. You know, like, it's not that at all. Yeah. But you know, I'm just being as vague as possible because I'll talk for days if I'm not being as vague as possible.
If it would be the right, you know, sort of metaphor, or simile, but you wouldn't expect, you know, a doctor to. I mean, we wouldn't expect a broken leg just to heal on its own, or it does, but without a bit of doctor's help.
No, yeah, like,
not that we should say it's a broken leg.
No, heal wrong. You know, like it's more like for me, it's like, you know, it's like leaving. It's like a garden, and it's like seeing an overgrown, weed-filled garden and being like, "This'll sort itself out," and it's leaving it. It's like, "What? You gotta take care of it.
You gotta prune.
And if you're pruning it wrong, then sort of like that's the issue, where it's sort of like it's not gonna grow right, you know. And that is the hardest thing.
And I definitely say one of the frustrating things, especially when you're trying to, you know, give comparisons to people that haven't especially experienced sort of this unrest before, is that like it's not like the body in the sense that fix your ankle.
Yeah, man, I feel a pain in my nose. You know, like you can't. And it goes back to my normality thing that I was saying last episode, where it's like everyone's got their own view of reality. Where it's like, you know, how do you feel? I'm going to use the word sad because there isn't a word for it. Like, you know, I feel like there's a ball of string in my head and I'm going round and round it. Yeah. And like, you know, I have to use similes. Like the amount of time in any session that I've had, and I've had to like crack out a metaphor and feel weirdly proud because I feel like I crack out good metaphors. Like that's the only pride I can get in those situations. But like to just be like, oh, it's like this or it's like that. You know, it's like that's the most descriptive you can be, is to be like, you know, this is a metaphor and this is how I would say it, because otherwise there aren't words, you know, like to describe it in that way.
When I was first coming up with it, with like, and I first discovering sort of my anxiety and depression,
yeah,
and I was having to explain to my close friends who just like didn't get it, were just sort of these. I don't want to come across patronising, but it was kind of simple in the sense that like they just had nothing. They just seemed to just get on with everything, and maybe that shows
that makes
more
you feel weird.
Our friendship.
Yeah, it makes you feel kind of weird, right? Like they're able to do it.
But like I could just like say, and because they did care about me, they want like, what's it like? And I'm like, it's the same way as you describe an orgasm. You can't explain it. You have to feel it. To an extent.
Interesting.
That's how I initially did it. Now I've become a bit better at that. Oh, that's a great view. But
what's your anxiety like? It's like
an orgasm.
Sad coming. like that's how I would describe it.
In the sense of relation.
You don't know. I get what you mean. It's just really funny to me. Like, oh man, you're feeling really bad, and it's like, yeah, it's like an orgasm, you know? It's like, yeah, that's making you feel bad, yeah. I get entirely what you mean. Like, it is a thing you couldn't explain that to someone. They do have to feel that.
Winding back just a little bit.
Yeah.
So when did you start to feel that you were getting like positive changes with your therapy and
well, I mean, again, not to date this video wherever it comes out, but like it's 2017, early January 2017 right now. Ooh, we're in the past. And you know, I would say probably midway through 2016, probably like summertime. Like, you know, there's a lot. Essentially, like, eventually you kind of get down to like week to week stuff where it starts bringing up things that happened that week. But like before that, there's a lot of preamble because you have to kind of firstly they have to get to know you, this other person,
and you as the patient.
Yes, patient.
You really want to make sure that they get you.
Yeah,
there's not like the smallest detail which they forgot.
Well, someone said to me once, if you've got a person in your life whose sole purpose is to just listen to your stuff. Oh, cool.
I don't know what that means.
Well, fucking see the new action. Is it sit down? Yeah, it's that.
Oh, I'm like ready to go.
Ooh,
am I looking afraid?
Pooing.
Am I doing the poo?
I don't think so. I probably not.
What's this one?
That's lying down.
That's lie down.
Probably.
Okay. Now I can just.
Yeah, like if there's a person in your life and their sole purpose is to sort of like is to essentially listen to your problems, that's kind of good. And you always need to separate it, like, because that's why it's different from talking to a friend about it. Because with a friend, like, that's not their sole purpose in your life.
No.
You know, to deal with that problem. They're their friends. You'll go for a drink afterwards. You know, that kind of thing.
Completely different relationship.
Yeah, but if you have if your sole relationship with this one person is to just tell them your problems and get help on it, then like you trust them a lot more because there's no chance of them finding you outside. Like and you having to be like, oh, and this is the person who knows all my secrets kind of thing. Like, and again, you do have to make sure they really do know you, because if they're going to make assumptions and if they're going to connect dots that you can't connect, you can't be given in the wrong dots, you know, because if you're like, no, yeah, I'm generally pretty stable and like I never cry, like you know, whatever, like if you say that, then if you're like, if you cry, they'll be like, whoa, it's crazy because you never do that, and it's like, oh man, I shouldn't have lied to you implicitly.
I mean, it's almost that, you know, you wish you had these sci-fi sort of.
I cry, okay. I think I'm just gonna put it out there. I cry.
These like Minority Report sort of diagnostics of the brain, where it's like just like if you were having an X-ray, you'd be like bada bing, bada boom, because it's all, you know, it's all done through communication. It's all done through opening up and having to be in this very vulnerable position. But with,
I like to think of it as I said untangling before, but I think of it like if you've got headphones and they've tangled up because there is some sort of curse that means that headphones just tangle up. Like if you just pull, like, that's not going to untangle them. If anything, it'll tangle them more.
Yeah, make it tighter.
Yeah. And what they're doing is what you do all the time, where they're essentially like they're lifting bits up, being like, let's look at this bit, and oh look, that leads to this, and and I'm doing it with my hands, and you can't see that, so it's pretty wasted. Like, yeah, they're untangling the headphones of your mind. You can quote me on that. Untangling the headphones of your mind, Joe, 2016.
17.
Well, 17.
But
I probably said it in 2016. Therefore the date of the quote. I still think it's 2016. I haven't got to the fact that Trump's our president now. And I say our president, the entire world's president. Emperor Trump.
Do you think Trump's ever been depressed?
I
don't know if he has that emotional capacity.
I don't understand Trump, which is what's scary, and you know, because you fear what you don't understand.
Yeah.
But like, I don't understand a person being able to sort of like be the way he is, in the same way that I don't understand. I don't understand those people who randomly, you know, when you're in school, like the 15-year-olds who yell at you in the street. Like, I don't understand them, because I don't understand how I'd get to the point where I'd be like, hey, stranger, you suck! It doesn't, to me, make any sense. But, and that's the thing, so I don't understand Donald Trump, because, you know, how could you do that? And is it a game? Do you really feel like that? You know, are you not a horrific guy and just a guy who's in too deep and is kind of like a moderate monster? You know, rather than like an extreme one. You know, you just... I don't understand him. But I can't imagine... I think his upbringing is different to us. Because I think he's got a bit more of a safety net. Like, I mean, we've got a safety net. Yeah. Like, the two of us. Like, I don't imagine, like, our parents would sort of, like, let us grow destitute or anything like that. But, you know, he's like... His dad gives him, like, $1 million. And it's like, go make a business, son. It's like, that's way different to sort of, like... You know, he's talking about being able to grab him by the pussy, as it were, right? And we know that's wrong. But I remember my dad talking about once there was an article in a paper, and it said that sort of footballers, certain footballers who were like really rapey, like that he was like, I'm not going to justify footballers being rapey, and I'm not going to justify me myself right now justify anyone, you know, being non-consensual. But he was like, the reason is, right, if you're just told you can have anything you want, then when someone goes no, you don't quite get it. And it's not okay, but like, it's almost one of the reasons. It's like you kind of feel entitled to everything. Yeah. And that's what Donald Trump's whole speech was. Like, when he was talking to Billy Bush, he was just like, you can do whatever you want when you're famous, you just grab him by the pussy, because like, you know, whatever. And it's, you know, it's the Justin Bieber thing where he kind of does whatever he wants because he's like a child celebrity who's grown up and he doesn't really know that like there are issues. And like, if you ever hear Kevin Smith talk about Prince like asks for a camel or asked for a camel at like 5 in the morning, and it's like, well, Prince, we can't bring you a camel at 5 in the morning, and he's like, well, why not? It's like, because that's not a thing you could do, Prince. Let's listen to everyone.
When did this? I mean, was it in the middle of Saudi Arabia?
It might. No, it wasn't. I think it's not the exact example. Go listen to the Kevin Smith talk about Prince. Like, YouTube it after this video, sure. Everybody. But and again, R.I.P. Prince. Like yeah. Not to defame the name of Prince. But yeah, like I think it's interesting. We don't know someone that famous and that rich. I don't know how they think, you know, like, how does that work? You know? Hooray! Hey! Well, teamwork. Me and this rabbit. Yeah. Give him a good rabbit. Give him like a rabbit. Hello.
Rabbit. I'm gonna make hee
hee. Oh man!
I want that skin. Look, that's a very cool rabbit, sort of.
The grey one with the blue bits on it. Blue bits. Are the blue bits, do you reckon, like part of the skin or part of the?
Or like a rabbit.
Or part of the
rabbit
shading.
Rabies.
I don't know, like part of the shading.
It's really cool.
Mix some toasties.
I'm sorry, Rabbit, we gotta go.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, guys. Well, I would like to just say thank you, Joe, for coming on the show.
Dude, of course, anytime.
Wicked.
And that's a hint that just get me back. Because I feel like the audience needs more time with me after essentially we've just kind of like got to like the core of a lot of things.
Yeah, to an extent. I think when other people come on the show as well, that some of them will be maybe less open,
yes,
or less. I mean, to me, you're very confident, so less confident on the microphone.
Yeah.
And yeah, but of course, you know, they're going to give you a new name, hopefully, if anyone watches.
Cry baby Roy. Cry baby. Oh God, you can imagine.
Terrible.
It's gonna be
a really malicious.
Won't be like, oh, he's brave. It'll be like, oh, shut up. He's not even northern. Like fake northern crybaby McSpaz, like something like that. Like that's what it'll be. Like, and I'm not going by that. Come with better things, internet. You're better than that. Wait, no, you're not. Be better than that.
I want the views. So whatever they go for.
Like that's how you put my name.
In the next episode, feet.
Fake northern crybaby McSpaz.
And every time you come back on, you get just more unstable until it just undoes everything.
Oh God, yeah. Like this is the anti-therapy.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
this is. Well, I slowly go back to where I was at the start of 2016.
Right.
Oh God, reverse 2016.
Challenge accepted.
Okay, cool.
Guys, have a wicked night, and cheers once again, Joe.
All day.
All day. All day.
This is night. Bye bye.
Bye. Thanks for watching, guys, and I hope you liked the episode. I'm new to this gig, so any feedback would be absolutely wicked. Please comment below. If you liked it, go follow me on Twitter and Facebook, and if you loved it, please share, like, and subscribe. Peace.